never thought the person I loved most could become the architect of my worst nightmare. But betrayal has a way of turning familiarity into a weapon. My wife Anjali and I had been married for 7 years. We shared a comfortable life, a modest house, a couple of cars, 2 kids, and a routine that, though predictable, felt safe. Or so I thought. The first cracks appeared subtly. Anjali began staying late at work more often, attending networking dinners I wasn't invited to, coming home with new perfumes I hadn't seen her wear before, and always with a vague, rehearsed excuse. She laughed at her phone in a way that wasn't natural, a private, secretive kind of laughter. I wanted to trust her. I needed to trust her. But one evening, a nagging feeling forced me to check the family computer, just for a routine file I had saved there, and a private folder caught my eye. Inside were pictures and videos. Pictures of her and a man I didn't know in intimate settings. Hotel rooms, candlelit dinners, soft embraces, all unmistakably romantic. My heart sank, but I froze. I had seen betrayals on the news, in movies, even in the gossiping whispers of friends. I never imagined it would happen to me. And then I noticed the detail that made my blood run cold. She was documenting something deliberately, perhaps a plan. And I realized what it was before I could fully process it. She was trying to baby trap me. At first, the idea seemed preposterous. She was not only having an affair, but scheming to manipulate me into staying, to prevent divorce with a pregnancy. That's when I noticed her pattern, subtle manipulations over weeks. Late-night dinners with her lover, claims of sudden health scares, extra attention to fertility discussions, and suggestive comments about how unfair life would be if I abandoned her now. She wanted me trapped. Emotionally and legally, I had a choice, panic or strategize. I chose strategy. I spent the next few days gathering evidence, screenshots of her conversations with the other man, receipts from hotels and restaurants, even a hidden camera in our bedroom. Each item confirmed what I already suspected. She had calculated every move, but she hadn't accounted for me being one step ahead. When the pregnancy news came, a moment that could have broken me emotionally if I hadn't already had the proof, I calmly arranged a private DNA test in secret. The results arrived in an envelope, and as expected, the child wasn't mine. Relief, anger, and disbelief all collided. My wife's plan had failed before it even began. I confronted her with the evidence at night. She expected tears, pleading, manipulation. Instead, she found me calm, methodical, unshaken. I slid the photos, videos, and DNA test results across the table. Her face went pale. She stammered, tried to talk, but each excuse was met with quiet, unrelenting logic. "This isn't about punishment," I said, my voice steady. "It's about clarity, about truth. You chose this path, and now you face the consequences." She begged, cried, tried to appeal to emotion, but it was over. I had outsmarted her. I filed for divorce immediately, armed with irrefutable evidence. Legal counsel made sure she couldn't manipulate the outcome with false claims or emotional theatrics. The affair, the deception, the baby trap, all of it became part of the case, and her credibility was shattered. The fallout was brutal. Her lover's wife discovered the affair and left him, leaving him humiliated and exposed. Friends who once sided with her now distanced themselves, unable to reconcile her manipulation with reality. Anjali moved into a small apartment, struggling with the consequences of her actions. While I focused on protecting my children and rebuilding a stable, honest life for them. The revenge wasn't loud or dramatic. It didn't require confrontation in public, shouting, or social media exposure. My revenge was planning, foresight, and the simple truth laid out in evidence. Her schemes, which she believed would trap me emotionally and legally, failed because I refused to be manipulated. Years later, I reflect on that period not with joy, but with clarity. I outsmarted betrayal and manipulation, protected my children, and restored order to a life that could have been destroyed. She tried to baby trap me, thinking I was blind, gullible, or weak. I proved otherwise.